Let's just get into it, starting with some stocking stuffers and working our way up to Santa tier items. First up, small EDC upgrades. Most guys are at least a little bit into everyday carry. EDC curious, if you will. Some guys make it a whole lifestyle, a part of their identity. Either way, I think small EDC items make great stocking stuffers. For example, a tiny flashlight. This Rovivon A8 is small enough to clip onto a keychain or inside your pocket. It has a really powerful front light. It also has these side lights with a bunch of different color modes, including a UV light, perfect for charging up your watch lume. Nice. Also great for glow-in-the-dark pajamas. It even comes with a magnetic tail clip that lets you stick it onto metal surfaces. It's just a very cool, very usable little rechargeable flashlight. The Woobin G5 is a little bigger, not really a keychain light, but still great for everyday carry. It has a rotating light head and an adjustable pocket clip, so there are a bunch of different ways to carry it. Perfect for hiking or camping or working in tight spots. Has a bunch of different color modes, including an adjustable power white light and RGB. It's waterproof and rechargeable. It's also shockingly affordable. Just a cool little piece of gear that I think a lot of guys would appreciate. Quick time out to thank today's sponsor, Arcade Belts. Whether you're shopping for a dad, boyfriend, husband, brother, if you're not sure what to get him, consider getting him a better belt. Specifically an Arcade belt. Arcade has been quietly reinventing the belt since 2010. They started with outdoor gear, but now they also have lifestyle belts like the Momentum and the Motion that are perfect for everyday casual wear. These are not your typical stiff leather belts with holes that are spaced way too far apart. Arcade belts are built with a bit of stretch woven right into the webbing, so they move with you. Every bend and squat, every step, every burrito, these belts adapt to your body. The Momentum, for example, it's super lightweight. It's made with a perforated weave and 85% recycled Repreve polyester. So this basically turns plastic bottles into high-performance yarn. So super comfortable and also eco-friendly. Plus, the buckle is metal-free, so it's perfect for anybody who wants to speed run the airport security line. The Motion belt, the buckle is shockingly strong for how thin and lightweight it is. It's also designed to easily slide through belt loops with its slim form factor and the contoured tapered edges. Arcade belts are micro-adjustable by design, so you always get that perfect fit. They have a stretchy little keeper loop to help hold any excess belt in place, which is just a small but thoughtful quality of life detail. They're also machine washable, so if you're like me, you can just leave these in your favorite shorts and pants. So if you're shopping for a guy who's into high quality gear, or just a regular dude who doesn't want to be bothered by uncomfortable belts, I think this is a great gift idea. You can grab an individual belt or one of the lifestyle kits to knock out 2 gifts at once, or you can just keep one for yourself. I'm not going to tell anybody. These kits come with a Motion and Momentum belt, so you get 2 belts and save a little cash. I'll link to both the Motion and the Momentum down below in the description. Thank you again to Arcade for supporting the channel. EDC knife. A small knife is another easy stocking stuffer for a certain type of guy. You could go really small, like keychain size. The Spyderco Bug is a great choice. I've had mine for several years. It's still going strong. It's tiny, but that makes it easy to carry, and a knife that you actually carry with you is a knife that you'll use. Or size up a little bit to the Kershaw Cinder. This is a steal at just $12 on sale. It has a little keychain hole for easy carry and a bottle opener on one end. It's just a lot of functionality in a very small package. Now, if your guy is into knives, like he carries one every day, he might like something a bit larger, a bit more premium. I think Vosteed is a brand worth checking out, like the Vankerlock Fidgetable Corgi 5. It's a fun, durable little knife with a pocket clip so you can carry it around. The Wombat has a different mechanism and it's a bit more rugged, more of like a outdoorsman knife, or the ultra-thin Parallel is perfect for carrying in your pocket. If he's really into knives, he's probably heard of Vosteed, maybe he's watched some YouTube unboxings, but maybe he doesn't want to spend that much on a knife for himself. So why not spoil your little EDC nerd this year? Keys are undoubtedly the most annoying, unruly part of a man's everyday carry. So another cool little stocking stuffer is an upgraded key setup. I've been loving this titanium pocket clip / carabiner from Key Unity. They have a bunch of different options. It kind of depends like how many keys and fobs you carry, but this little KM03 works really well for my setup, especially when paired with these magnetic quick connectors and a titanium D-ring. It just makes my keys easier to use, more comfortable to carry with or without belt loops. The KeySmart Mini is another good alternative for a minimalist who just carries a few keys and like one fob. It's probably the lightest weight solution for keeping your keys lined up and jangle free. Gear ties. These aren't really EDC, but they are cheap and I feel like every guy would appreciate some of these. You can use these, of course, to wrap cables and cords, even really thick ones like hoses and extension cords. You can use them to hang things like a camping light or a hummingbird feeder. You could use them to hang tools or gear gear in your garage or shed. Use one to keep your exercise mat rolled up nicely. I like the assorted packs because then you get a bunch of different widths and lengths. Again, just kind of an easy stocking stuffer. Phone grip. So whether you're shopping for a tech enthusiast who camps out outside the Apple store to get the latest and greatest iPhone, or someone like me who's holding on for dear life to his iPhone 13 mini, a phone grip is a cool little gift. Specifically, the Snap Grip 5 from OSnap. Unlike other grips, these don't add any thickness or bulk to your phone. I mean, you barely even know they're there. It's so thin, I didn't expect it to be as durable as it is. You can use it to stand your phone up in portrait or landscape orientation. Of course, you can use it to hold your phone with one hand. It also kind of turns your phone into a fidget device. And you can stick it to any metal surface, so even if your phone doesn't come with MagSafe, now it does. Plus, this new version, the Snap Grip 5, it doesn't use any adhesive. You can snap it on and off your phone as needed. But to be honest, I never take it off because wireless charging works just fine with it on. I actually have a discount code for OSnap, details in the description. Socks and underwear. I almost always include these in my gift guides because, what guy wouldn't appreciate a fresh pair of socks or underwear? So starting with underwear, at the lower end, I really like Hanes Comfort Flex, which are mostly cotton and modal, and they come out to just $5 a pair. Pair of Thieves is also a good affordable brand that you can find online or at places like Target. I actually prefer their more affordable soft cotton boxer briefs to their meshy, more expensive Superfit line. I also really like their lounge shorts for sleeping or lounging. If you want to spend a little more, I recommend Calvin Klein Cotton or Skims Stretch, which both come out to between $10 and $20 per pair. And if you really want to ball out, my favorite pair of premium underwear is Tommy John Second Skin. These are incredibly soft, the waistband is really comfy, and they have that quick draw fly. Tommy John also makes incredibly comfortable sleepwear if you really want to spoil your guy this year. For socks, my favorite brands in no particular order are American Trench, made in the USA from really high quality cotton. Their designs range from classic to retro. Bombas, they make every kind of sock you can imagine, and I think this brand mostly lives up to the hype, with the exception of their wool socks, which lack durability. Smartwool is a better option for wool socks. These are a little bit geared toward outdoorsy people, more of a Gorpcore aesthetic, but these are very high quality socks. I really like their medium cushion hiking socks. And then Darn Tough. This is a brand that offers a lifetime warranty on their socks. What more do you need to know? Okay, let's talk about some higher ticket items. Santa tier presents. I've tried to include something for everyone here, from tech to fashion, and a couple of wild cards thrown in for good measure. Starting with some high quality wireless earbuds. Pretty much everyone will love a pair of wireless earbuds. A lot of people have these, but if you're shopping for a guy who doesn't have a pair yet, he's gonna like anything. But if he has a cheap pair of wireless earbuds, he might appreciate the upgrade. Apple fanboys will, of course, prefer the AirPods. If money isn't an issue, I recommend the latest and greatest AirPods Pro 3, which have that real-time language translation built in, or the regular AirPods 4, which offer a lot of the same features and tech for a lower price tag. Even a pair of original Pros or Pro 2s would make an excellent gift. And these are a steal right now. Now, Android users will have more options and might want to prioritize sound quality. I like these Technics wireless earbuds. They sound noticeably better than my AirPods, but I'm really not an audiophile, so I recommend checking out this guide from rtings.com, which is honestly one of the last trustworthy review sites left on the internet. But whatever you go with, a set of premium wireless earbuds makes a great gift this year. A digital picture frame. Speaking of tech, I always thought that these digital picture frames were only for grandmothers until I got one in my office. Now I look at this thing all the time. And unlike most tech, like our phones, these picture frames aren't an unhealthy distraction. It only does one thing, rotates through your favorite pictures. And you can let anybody upload pictures to the album. So for example, you can give access to your parents or siblings or friends. It's free, they can just upload pictures from their phone. I think this is an especially great gift for older dads or grandfathers who want to keep up with their kids and their grandkids' lives. But as a relatively younger dad, I still enjoy having one in my workspace because I spend so much time here. Last up in the tech category, a fitness tracker ring. Whether you're shopping for your gym rat boyfriend or your busy husband who wants to get better sleep, I think a fitness ring is a cool little piece of tech. It's crazy how many sensors they manage to pack into such a small form factor. Now, the two most popular rings are Aura and Ultrahuman, and I've tried them both. They're not that different. The Aura app is a bit simpler and I think more user-friendly, but it comes with a monthly fee to get all the features. The Ultrahuman ring might be a little more comfortable and the app is free to use, but they both track the same important stuff like sleep and HRV and body temperature. Now, I don't think wearing a fitness tracker necessarily makes you more fit, but it's kind of cool to collect this real data about yourself, even if it just confirms some things that you kind of already know, like drinking a bunch of alcohol before bed ruins your sleep. It's nice to have some actual hard evidence to back up this common sense. And I do think in that way, it can lead to some behavioral change. Now, these are not cheap, which is why a lot of people won't buy them for themselves, which is why they make a great holiday gift. Okay, let's move on to some wild cards. Something from Metmo. Metmo stands for Metal in Motion. It's a small team of UK-based designers and engineers who make some of the coolest little gadgets that I've ever seen. The brand kindly sent over a couple of samples a few months ago, and while these are somewhat niche products, they're just really impressive. I just love the fact that there's this tiny team of metalworking nerds across the pond creating these buy-it-for-life quality tools and fidget devices. Like this pocket piston, it's a pneumatic stainless steel device that's part fidget toy, part physics lesson. Or if you want something more practical, consider the pocket driver. It's a miniature version of an 1800s era high-torque screwdriver that can handle a lot of jobs that you might use an electric drill for. You could carry it as a bike tool. It's just such a cool design and it's so satisfying to use. I don't think these are for everybody, but for a certain type of guy, they would be absolutely delighted to find something from Metmo under the Christmas tree this year. A watch storage box. This thing right here in the background of all my videos. I actually mentioned this in my last gift guide and I'm mentioning it here again because it's just so cool. So if you're trying to find the perfect gift for a guy who collects watches or EDC stuff like knives or pen, I think a high quality storage box is an excellent choice. This one is from Case Elegance. You can buy it on Amazon or Huckberry. I'll link to both options down below. I like it because you can add or remove these watch partitions to make room for other stuff. So depending on how many watches you have, it can be purely watch storage or you can use it for really anything. It also has this bottom drawer that I use for like watch tools and knives. There's even a cable pass-through so you could charge an Apple Watch in here. And the glass top lets you see what's inside. It's made from metal and glass. It feels heavy. It doesn't slide around when you open and close it. And it's just so satisfying to keep your little collectibles organized. In my opinion, this makes a better gift than an actual watch because it's very hard to buy the right watch for somebody. But a storage box is an easy buy. Cologne. Speaking of somewhat tricky presents, cologne can be a great gift, but you gotta do your research. Like if your boyfriend wears the same fragrance every day or every week and he's running low, then yeah, replacing his favorite bottle would be a nice thing to do. If your guy never wears cologne, don't buy any for him. He's not going to start and he's just going to feel guilty that he's not using the thing you got him. Remember, most men don't wear cologne. Now, if your guy does wear cologne, but he doesn't tend to spoil himself with new juice very often, a sample set or even a subscription would make a fun gift. That way he can try a bunch of new scents before committing to a full bottle. A grill or smoker. This is another category that requires a little bit of nuance. Like if your guy doesn't like to cook or grill, don't buy him a grill. It's like gifting somebody a to-do list. He's going to feel pressured to use it even though he doesn't really enjoy it. But if he does like to cook outdoors, he's going to appreciate an upgrade or a grill alternative. For example, if he's been using a cheaper brand like a Next grill for a few years, then an entry-level Weber could be an excellent choice. Or if he likes the grill he has, consider something like a Blackstone or a smoker instead. These open up a bunch of new possibilities to try different kinds of recipes. These are somewhat big ticket items, so again, really think about whether or not your guy is actually going to use it. High quality dad shoes. Last up, if you're shopping for a 30 or 40 something guy, especially a newer dad, consider getting him his new favorite pair of comfy shoes. Not Hey Dudes, please don't. I'm talking about a sports style shoe from an athletic brand with plenty of heritage and R&D like New Balance or Asics or Saucony. I love the 990 V6. If you watch this channel, that's no secret. I also like the Asics 1130. Both are very safe bets for a dad with young kids who spends a lot of time on his feet. You could also consider like the Asics Gel Kayano 14 or the Saucony Pro Grids. Even, stick with me here, a pair of Birkenstocks or Crocs to wear around the house would be nice. By buying these for him, you're giving him permission to wear them. Some guys have not yet transitioned into the world of comfortable footwear. It's inevitable. We all do it at some point, right? You don't see 80-year-olds walking around in high heels. No, they're wearing Skechers and Merrells. And honestly, I think a lot of these shoes look pretty cool, especially if you style them right. I mean, there's nothing less cool than being uncomfortable. So consider the gift of comfort this year. Give your man his new pair of favorite shoes. That's my list. I would love to hear from you. What's the best gift you ever received? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you again to Arcade for sponsoring this video. Go check out these belts. They're amazing. Link below in the description and a pinned comment. Thank you as always for watching. Happy holidays, and I will see you in 2026.